thought you were up for this.
I said I was, didn't I?
Yeah, back at the house, but something got lost between here and there.
Yeah, like what?
Enthusiasm, the art of conversation.
Yeah, well, sometimes I get quiet. Not that you would know that, but that's the way I am.
Okay. I just thought that, maybe something was eating at you, you know.
Like what?
Like your mom's engagement. Hey, I know you couldn't say nothing back at the house, but I mean, it's just you and me here. You know, you can talk to me. Tell me what's on your mind and say what you're really thinking.
Tom, it's beautiful. Just look at it.
I'd rather look at you.
I'm so happy.
And I'm going to do everything in my power to make that a permanent condition, Mrs. Soon-to-be.
Mrs. Oh, my God. I think I have a problem.
A problem? What?
I mean, my name. I've always been Livia Frye. My work, it's been as Livia Frye. Well, do you think I should keep it? I mean, should I hyphenate myself?
Hyphenate it? That might hurt.
Oh, Tom. I mean, Livia Frye or Livia Cudahy?
Sweetheart,
Livia Frye Cudahy?
whatever you decide is going to be fine with me. Just marry me. I love you.
Hi.
Hi, Brian.
Is Terence around?
No, he's not.
Oh. Well, do you know when he might be back? I mean, did I just miss him, or has he been gone all day, or...
I don't know. You want to come in?
Yeah, thanks. Hey, Tom.
Brian?
What's going on?
Is something wrong? Do you need to talk to someone?
Yeah. I haven't been able to get hold of Jack, and since you're his partner and all...
Can you excuse me? Hi, Hayley. Is this just a coincidence, or you need to talk to somebody, or are you looking for some legal advice, too?
The buy was made at Foxy's in Center City.
And you, Opal, were the buyer.
Me? Buy cocaine? What, is this some kind of joke?
Yeah, have you two gone out of your mind?
Of course they have. This is idiotic. You can't just barge in here with a...
What is it? Some sort of a stunt?
No stunt.
Look, I don't know who's paying you, but you just backed right out that door with these trumped-up charges. There's a critical vote on the floor here.
How dare you come barging in here and accuse my friend of committing a crime?
So, suddenly Pine Valley is a police state.
You don't have no evidence, no proof?
Asinine move by a frustrated, desperate police department. It's totally inappropriate.
Opal is obviously not a drug trafficker. My goodness, Opal would not ever even go to a place like that. What did you say, Foxy?
We wouldn't be here if we didn't have hard evidence. So, Mrs. Palmer Cortlandt, we need some answers right now.
My Children, brought to you by Maybelline. Maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline.
What's that supposed to mean? What I really think. I said what I thought back home. I'm happy for my mother.
Olivia taught you well. You're polite all the way down to your toes.
Meaning I only said what she wanted to hear.
No, meaning that you wouldn't say anything to hurt your mom. And under stress, you get this great poker face. Hey, and that's not all bad, because that's going to serve you well pretty soon.
Oh, man, you're so full of it. I wasn't being polite and I wasn't under stress. I meant what I said, man. I'm happy for my mother.
And?
And Tom's the best thing to ever happen to her. Ever. He's a good guy and he'll always be there. Look at the way he stuck with us through the trial. No matter what, he'll be there. He's dependable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get your point.
I thought you might.
But that doesn't mean you want him to marry your mom and come in and take over.
Take over? Where do you get that? What does that mean, take over?
Look, you and Livia have been a twosome for a long time, and you've done pretty well.
We've done very well, thank you. So, what does that mean? I mean, Mom deserves to be happy, and she's with the guy that's making her that way. I just wanted to stay good for both of them.
It's a very mature point of view.
Look, man. Did you come to coach me or play my shrink?
Terence and Lucas are off playing basketball. I don't know when they're going to be back.
B-ball?
Uh-huh.
Well, then I guess we better get going.
No, don't rush off. Why don't you stay and have some soda? You know, Brian, I'm sure Jackson's told you that it's not a very swift idea for you and Hayley to be seen in public together. In fact, it could be very damaging to your case.
Yeah. Yeah, he told me, but come on, we're not in public. And we ain't come here together.
And you cannot leave together.
You two been watching out for that, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, I don't want to see Brian in any more trouble.
Well, anyway, I would like to talk to you.
Okay.
Well, I'm feeling kind of funny about the way Mr. Montgomery's handling things. Like, my defense.
What's bothering you?
Well, he thinks that the way to get me off the hook is to go after everybody else.
You mean he's trying to prove that other suspects are more likely to have committed the murder?
Or as likely.
Yeah, but that's totally bogus to go after everybody else like that.
Jack's just trying to prove your innocence.
By making other people look guilty. That's the kind of stunt that Hamilton pulled with me, and I think it stinks.
Jackson is just doing what any good defense attorney would do.
But people could get hurt.
Jack would be remiss if he didn't establish that anybody could have killed Will. Look, everybody and his brother is a suspect.
There's no doubt about that.
Look, there's any one or a number of people could have done it. Who knows? But Hamilton is not going to let up unless Jackson can prove to him and to that jury that any number of people had both motive and opportunity.
Trevor, Adam, Arlene, they all had a lot of motivation.
Well, they didn't do it either.
I'm not saying they did.
See, that's what I mean. Trying to pin it on good people.
He's just trying to establish reasonable doubt. He's trying to get your arrest proven for the precipitous mistake that it was.
Hamilton's an ego case.
The man is a fascist pig.
Okay, Hayley, I agree with you. But Jackson is trying to get this case thrown out of court. He's at least got to try to hold out for more evidence.
Like what?
Yeah, don't they have all the evidence that they would need by now?
Something could turn up. But they're not going to keep looking unless Jackson keeps that pressure on.
Well, what is your excuse? Is it desperation or insanity?
This is outrageous.
It certainly is. I think it's more than outrageous. And you know what I think? I think you have trumped up these charges to harass my best friend, and I will not stand for it.
You're using your power to barge in here and interrupt a very important business meeting.
Yes.
It's inexcusable.
Opal, don't talk to these people. Don't even talk to them without your lawyer. They can't make you talk to them without your lawyer. I'm calling Walter Hines.
Right.
Don't you say a word.
You folks are getting bent out of shape for no reason.
Oh, accusing my friend of drug trafficking, that is no reason. We have evidence that Mrs. Cortlandt was involved with a drug buy. Walter Hines, please. This is
Look,
Eric
folks,
Kane.
we don't like this. But when a crime has been committed, we have to pursue all leads.
And when those leads start to involve our investigation with Will Cortlandt's murder, we can't just sit back and ignore them.
That slime won't leave us alone even after he's dead.
I see. I'll call back later then. Thank you. Walter is just not in.
Oh, no.
Look. With her lawyer unavailable, perhaps you can postpone this action. We do have a critical vote on the table.
Another time, another place, another galaxy for all I care. Just leave us to do our business.
In the meantime, we have to ask Opal some questions. Perhaps there's another room.
Not on your life. Opal is not going to speak to you without a lawyer.
Go now, don't get your dander up, hon. I can talk to these guys. Heck, I mean, if I can't get any trouble if I didn't do anything wrong, right? Which I didn't.
Thank you.
All right, come on, let's go.
Well, not without me at your side.
Well, what about our business?
Well, your precious vote will have to wait.
No, it can't wait. Give us your vote now.
What?
Put the Palmer vote on record so we can get on with it.
All right, Mr. Impatient. Palmer and me are absolutely we're absolutely agreed that Erica should stay on as CEO of Enchantment, okay? So we vote for Erica Kane. Are you surprised?
Thank you, Opal.
Oh, honestly.
Thank you.
Come on, Officer Decide. Let's get this third degree over with. Oh, love bug. Oh, Lovebug, I'm so happy to see you.
Wait a minute. What's going on
Oh,
here?
just the Inquisition, that's all. You got here just in time to get up on the rack with me.
What?
Yeah. These gung-ho, dare I say, pushy cops just want to grill us.
What for?
Making a cocaine by Lemkins.
Have you fools gone mad?
What are you doing, man?
I'm playing basketball, man. If you can't take it, quit.
What's up with you?
Look, if you're not quitting, then let's go.
Hey, knock it off, huh?
Knock what off?
You don't play that rough with your friends and your teammates.
Look, man, no blood, no foul.
That ain't the way the game of basketball is played.
Well, look, maybe you just don't like my style. Maybe you just can't take it.
Your style?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you some style.
All right, well, come on.
I'm gonna be eating the asphalt in a minute, man. Yeah? Or maybe that's all you know how to do is just run that mouth of yours.
If there were any new evidence, then they'd let me go anyway, right?
Somebody has to want to find it. And if Jackson doesn't keep stirring things up, nobody's going to go looking.
Well, look, we all know that somebody else killed Will. And I want whoever it was to be caught, but I don't want anyone else going through what I've been going through.
He just doesn't want anybody else to get hurt.
Look, seeking for justice is not a pain-free experience. You saw what Terence went through with his trial.
Oh, those guys were thugs. There was no way they were going to get off.
They could have gotten off very easily. There were no witnesses to that beating. The only thing the jury had to go on was Terence's word.
And Terence was cool on the stand. They had no choice but to believe him.
Yes, but he was supported by a lot of background work that Galen did. She had to dig up information to prove that Rod and Jay were the creeps that they are.
Olivia's right. Jackson's got to be allowed to do his job, and you've got to have faith that he's going to get you out of this. And you got to believe that, too.
Yeah, I guess I can hang on to that. Well, I think we should be going. I mean, we can't be visiting Terence if he's not here, right?
Okay. Who leaves first?
Say, we were talking about going to the ice cream parlor before Brian and Hayley showed up. Remember that?
We haven't even finished dinner.
Yes, we did. I mean, you said you wanted to go directly to dessert because you were too excited to have a mortal meal. I remember that.
I said that.
Yes, you said that, and there was no ice cream in the refrigerator, so we were going to go to the ice cream parlor and get a couple of cones.
Yes, I remember. I said that. We were going to go get some ice cream. Would you and Hayley might like to stay while we go out? I mean, Terence might just pop back in.
Yeah, that would really be great. Thanks.
Can we bring anything back?
No.
Fine.
Bye.
All right.
This is no way to go about this. You've got to stop.
Stop what?
Stop playing the superhero and protecting everybody in Will's murder but yourself.
Well, this is absolutely unnecessary. No need for this whatsoever.
Well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Cortlandt, but we have no choice.
You certainly do. You can just turn around and leave us decent citizens alone. How dare you even suggest that my wife would have anything to do with a controlled substance?
We have the evidence,
Nonsense. You just fabricated some evidence.
We fabricated nothing.
And now you've taken it. It's up. Your behavior is absolutely incredible.
We have no choice but to follow legitimate leads, Mr. Cortlandt.
Well, I suggest you just go out and do that.
All right. Do you mind telling us where you were on the night that Will Cortlandt was murdered?
Yes, I do mind. I've told you the answer to that question time, and we will not be badgered day after day.
We certainly have not been doing that.
Interrupting an important business meeting, dragging my wife out of a meeting when she can...
Just calm down, Lovebug. We don't want that heart of yours to get overexcited.
It's my heart. My heart is just fine.
We just have a few questions.
Well, you can sit on them or swallow them, whatever pleases you most. We are under zero obligation to answer any question.
You know, this would be a lot easier if you just cooperate.
Buying cocaine, consorting with criminals. I've had just about enough
of this. All right, now, darling, let's just quiet down here, all right? I can talk to these guys.
Under no circumstances will you do any such thing.
We just want a few simple answers.
You want to torture us.
We aren't trying to inflict pain on anyone. We just want to know the truth. Now, Opal, have you ever been to the bar in question?
Don't answer that.